The mysterious zombie outbreak in San Francisco is unusual, where a new evil has taken residence. There's this totally epic action and horror drama from 2023 called Resident Evil: Death Island. Brace yourselves, spoilers are coming. So, in year 1998, when the chaos started in Raccoon City, the Umbrella Corporation brought in a private military team to rescue their top bosses and government bigwigs. This team was called Unit 6, but things took a bad turn when a bunch of them got bitten by zombies. The two soldiers, JJ and Dylan Blake, who managed to stay uninfected, reached out to their higher-ups for help and medical care. But instead of a rescue plan, they were told to isolate themselves and, shockingly, eliminate their fellow soldiers who had been bitten. This news left JJ shaken and Dylan furious. As tensions flared between JJ and Dylan, the infected soldiers they were supposed to deal with launched an attack. Sadly, JJ got bitten in the melee, leaving Dylan with a heavy heart. In the end, Dylan had to make the tough decision to put down his friend to prevent him from turning into a zombie too. 17 years later, in 2015, in the city of San Francisco, California, things get interesting. Ingrid Hunnigan, who works in Field Operations Support, FOS, sits down with Leon S. Kennedy, a Division of Security Operations, DSO agent. They've got a mission: to nab a guy named Dr. Antonio Taylor. Why? Because he's been sneaking top-secret info to foreign countries. Not cool. During their briefing, Leon finds out that this Taylor guy got snatched up by some unknown gang. This all went down while the San Francisco Police Department SWAT team was chasing him. Leon tries to stop these kidnappers, but a troublemaker named Maria Gomez gets in his way. Now, in another corner of the world, a lady named Rebecca Chambers, who advises the Bioterrorism Security Assessment Alliance, BSAA, has some shocking news for Agent Chris Redfield. She tells him about 12 cases where people mysteriously died after getting infected with a super advanced T-virus. What's strange is they all had needle marks on their bodies. Chris rushes to talk to his partner, Jill Valentine. He's worried about her because she used to be under the control of a bad guy named Albert Wesker, and she's had some mental health issues. Chris tries to get her to stay out of the mission, but she's not having it. She's in. Chris and Jill get together with Rebecca and Chris's sister, Claire Redfield. They're talking about what they found. Claire drops a bombshell. She's found an infected killer whale swimming around near the Greater Farallones National Marine Sanctuary. This is the same virus that's been messing with Chris's case, and it's also been showing up in some missing whales. Here's where things get interesting. All the people who got infected visited Alcatraz Island before they kicked the bucket. So Jill and the Redfields decide to take a trip there, acting like regular tourists. But guess what? They run into a zombie outbreak and get separated. While Jill's exploring the sewers, she runs into Leon. They team up to fight off a new kind of monster called lickers. Finally, they find their way to an armory, where they discover plans for mosquito-like drones. These drones are being used to spread the virus. But hold on, they don't get to enjoy their discovery for long. Dylan captures them and tosses them into a prison cell with Taylor and the Redfields. Dylan's gone pretty dark. He thinks the world's messed up, and he uses those drones to infect Chris, Claire, and Leon. Jill's the only one spared, and Dylan's got a chilling reason for that. He wants her to watch her friends die, just like he had to watch his team go down in Raccoon City. Then he drops a bombshell. He's taken over this crime gang run by Glenn Arias and teamed up with Maria, who's out for revenge because her dad Diego got killed. Dylan's planning to use those drones to unleash the virus on the whole world. As Taylor's life slips away, he shares a secret code with Claire. This code is the key to controlling those troublesome drones. Meanwhile, Jill is hot on the heels of Dylan, determined to stop his dangerous plans. In the midst of all this chaos, Jill runs into Rebecca. She's been busy preparing a vaccine to save the gang. She comes to the rescue, nursing the Redfields and Leon back to health. Leon, in particular, goes after Maria and takes her down after a brutal showdown. Now, our heroes, the Redfields, Jill, Leon, and Rebecca, gather their strength to face off with Dylan. He's become something truly terrifying, merging with a bioorganic weapon that makes him incredibly powerful. But Claire and Rebecca manage to get control of Dylan's drones. They reprogram them to turn against him, weakening him. With Dylan on the ropes, Jill, Leon, and Chris finish him off using explosives and a trusty rocket launcher. As they wait for the BSAA rescue helicopters to arrive, Chris applauds Jill's bravery. And that's the end of this movie.